want to be like Peter, like defending. That was in my heart. And then I saw her. I saw her pull up the phone. I saw her speak life over someone who was speaking death over her, death over the ministry. She did the opposite. She loved on her enemy. I was like, wow, Lord, forgive me. I realized that I need to be transformed by you more and more and more. I need this heart that I'm seeing right in front of my own face. That in the midst of persecution, not years later, not weeks later, I'm talking about in the midst, in the middle of it, will pull up a phone and speak life over their enemies. I've always known Apostle Catherine has a pure heart. I've always known it from the first day that I met her. And I knew it was a heart purely after the will of God. But this was a new level that I had never seen. It convicted me. There was no condemnation, just seeing the love of God through his vessel, pouring out love to their enemies. When no one was looking, no one could see, just me, just one person, and Jesus. That day forever changed me. That day I realized the importance of loving your neighbor, of loving your enemies, and that it's possible. It's possible to have that heart. This is the pure leadership at 5F. This is one of the most beautiful things about 5F. It is so pure. People come here and their hearts become pure. Their hearts become transformed. And they testify of how God has changed them so much because of the anointing, because of the purity at 5F. And it's because leadership is pure. And I can testify with my whole heart, with my whole being, with everything in me, that I have been forever changed by Jesus. It's because the anointing is real. It's because the purity is real at 5F. And so many testimonies have been shared. Testimonies that are lasting. My testimony has lasted 7 years. Testimonies that have lasted for years, for months. People have come back and said, my life has changed. God has completely set me free. He has healed me. I'm still healed. I'm still free. This is fruit. You will know them by their fruit. The fruit is the testimonies. And I encourage you to go and watch testimonies on Apostle Catherine's page. There's a whole playlist of hundreds of testimonies. It's called Testimony Playlist. Hundreds of testimonies of people sharing how they've been freed, healed. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit. A bad tree cannot produce good fruit. 5F is a good tree.